6 online 10 steps to finding the perfect machine learning, in detail. Step 1. Define your problem statement. The first step to finding the perfect machine learning model is to define your problem statement. This involves understanding what you want to achieve through machine learning, what data you have available, and what your constraints are. For instance, you might want to build a model to predict customer churn, based on data about past customer behavior. Defining the problem statement clearly will help you determine which machine learning algorithm to choose. Step 2. Collect and prepare data. Once you have defined your problem statement, you need to collect and prepare the data for analysis. This involves gathering data from various sources, cleaning and transforming it into a format that can be used by machine learning algorithms. You need to ensure that the data is relevant, accurate, and complete, and that it represents the problem you are trying to solve. Step 3. Choose a machine learning algorithm. The next step is to choose a machine learning algorithm that is best suited to solving your problem. There are several types of algorithms, including supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Each algorithm has its own strengths and weaknesses, and the choice depends on the type of problem you are trying to solve. Step 4. Train your model. Once you have chosen your machine learning algorithm, you need to train your model using the data you have collected. This involves splitting the data into training and testing sets, and using the training set to teach the model how to make predictions. You need to ensure that the model is not overfitting to the training data, and that it is able to generalize well to new data. Step 5. Evaluate your model. After training your model, you need to evaluate its performance using the testing set. This involves measuring the accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score of the model, as well as visualizing the results using various metrics. You need to ensure that the model is performing well, and that it is able to make accurate predictions. Step 6. Tune your model. If your model is not performing as well as you would like, you need to tune it using various techniques. This involves adjusting the hyperparameters of the algorithm, such as the learning rate, the number of hidden layers, and the activation functions. You also need to experiment with different algorithms, and compare their performance to find the best one.